Hey, hi, hello. If you're new around here, welcome. If you're not new around, welcome back to RJ Crochet. Did I say that right? Where we mix up, breaks up, and generally test my patience, which we did thoroughly last week when I was making a shawl. Had to frog it twice because clearly can't read a pattern very well. But we have started again and we've done a fair amount of progress on the Indecision Sampler Shawl by Violet Loops. So I'm on section 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm on section 5 now. So I'm going to take a break from that and work on my test pattern. Jeez, words again are failing me. So I'm going to work on my test pattern today, which I had to frog as well last week. So it was a lot of frogging that was happening. Hopefully, less frogging this week. So I spent a few hours this morning working on the shawl. But yeah, let's get. Alright, guys, that clip got cut off pretty fast because Tesco arrived, but I'm all. Yeah, I'm all set up to continue working on my test pattern. I've got it up on my laptop so I can get working on it. So I will see you in a bit. Alright, guys, so I did 2 rounds in that hyperlapse. You can't really see much that's going on, but there is no chance for now, anyway, that I'm going to be able to talk while doing this pattern. It needs my full concentration. It's at the moment it's kind of hard, but I'm hoping as I go through it, it'll be getting easier. But yeah, so far so good. Just quite a few rows to go. But yeah, that is where I'm up to. So I'm going to do some off-camera work now and come back to you probably tomorrow. I'm probably not going to come back today. And so I'll see you guys at some point. See you later. Hey guys, so I'm very aware that number one, this video is probably a fair bit shorter than usual, and two, I've barely crocheted this week. It has been a very stressful week. Like the other night, I was falling asleep at like 8 o'clock, 8:30. So it's just like I haven't had really the energy to crochet, but I had a pretty good sleep last night, and I'm on a half day today, and I'm working from home, so pretty good. I'm quite happy about that. I am on the last section of my shawl that I'm making, the Indecision Sampler Shawl by Violet Loops, and it's going pretty well. I'm just going to finish this row and then I'll show you guys. Only have a few left. But here we are. Ta-da! Now, so I've had to use 3 different yarns. So the bottom few sections are Zakami Yarn, and the middle one is a Hedgehog Fibres, and then this one that I'm on is also a Zakami yarn. They'll all be linked in the description. So if you want to check them out, check them out. I recommend them. All 3 have been really nice to work with. But I'm wanting to use up my stash because these 3 have been hanging up on my yarn wall for a while now, and it is because I got to start using my yarn, but I keep ending up buying more. And I know that I said at the start of the year that I wanted to not buy yarn, but I've bought so much yarn this year. But I've also worked through a lot of my stash as well. Like when I was doing the granny squares, I used up a lot of the cotton that I have. I mean, I still have a lot left because there's loads, and I'm not sure what to do with them. So if you have any ideas of what to do with loads of cotton yarn, let me know. I might. There's part of my brain that's like coming up with an idea for like a bookish blanket of like all the books that I've read this year. Um, so, or maybe I'll start that as like a year-long project next year. I don't know. I don't know. It's yeah, I don't know. Something that I have to think about. As for my test pattern, I've done a few rows now. Let me finish doing my hair, and I will show you. No. So it's here. I'm now much further along than I was when I originally restarted and then frogged it. So that's good. Oh, my hook is. But yeah, so that is coming along quite well. Yeah, that's how my projects are going this week. I obviously haven't, because of how stressful this week has been, I haven't made much progress with anything. But my shawl is nearly finished. I only have like 2 rows left. And then I can block it. But I'm going away this weekend. We are going to a wedding. So I won't be able to block it over the weekend. Maybe depending on what time we get back on Sunday, but we'll see. Might just have to block it during the week. But like I've said, like I need to start getting into shawls. It is still way too hot here to wear shawls because it is consistently getting over 30 degrees. And you know what? Bloody finally, they've put in a hosepipe ban, meaning that we aren't allowed to like water anything in like allotments or gardens and that kind of stuff. But what really, really irks me is that the last dam slash reservoir, whatever word you want to use for it, they haven't built a new one in this country since like the 60s, I think, when the population has exponentially grown since then. So it just doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah, like, it's crazy. But it did briefly, like there was about 20 seconds of rain last night, yesterday evening. That was very exciting. I think everybody here is just ready for a bit of rain. Um, it's just time now. We're ready for a bit of fresh air and clearing of the air, because when it rains, it clears the dust from the air as well. And basically just cools down everything. So I think everyone is just ready for that. But anyway, I'm going to stop this video here because I have to edit it and take a picture and do a thumbnail and get it ready for Monday for you all. So I hope you enjoy. Like, comment, and subscribe. I am trying to be more consistent with my videos, whether they be long or short, but I would love to be able to be doing at least these vlog type videos every Monday. And then I'm trying to stay a bit more consistent with my book reviews as well. And I'm also actively trying to get better at them. So if you have any book recommendations for me, I am on the last chapter of One Dark Window, and I've already got the second one ready because it's so good and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm going to be listening to both of them, and maybe I'll do a twofer, a two book review in my next or my next book review. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram for more consistent updates. I post Monday to Friday on Instagram and at rj.crocheted, because I almost forgot to say that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.